grandmother and my grandfather raised me until I was 6. My grandfather passed away. He was my hero. That was really hard for me because I looked up to him. Once he passed away, my grandmother was not able to take care of me. And I was 6 when I went back to my parents. When I turned 8 is when my life literally changed. I was subjected to physical, mental, and sexual abuse by my biological father. I wasn't like a normal child. I didn't get to go outside and play, and I was always looking at other children wondering, was the same thing happening to them? When we received the call from Child Protective Service and asked if we would take Clairyssa, there was no doubt in my mind that I would not take her, because I know that if I wasn't qualified to take her, that she would go into Child Protective Service. And I know for myself that my grandfather and grandmother gave me that safe haven, and I wanted to be able to provide that for Clairyssa.
When I'm working with children who have come from a trauma background, I'm always thinking about kind of two areas. I'm thinking about working with the child in the trauma, but I'm also thinking about working with the caregiver and how I can help them understand what PTSD looks like and how I can help them really be a support for the child during the work that I'm doing with the child.
When I first met Lisa, I felt very comfortable and safe with her, and Clairyssa did as well. Clairyssa would always call Lisa her friend. One thing with Lisa the outcome that I envisioned was for her to help Clairyssa find her voice and also give me the tools that I needed to be able to communicate with Clairyssa without traumatizing her or setting her back, just wanting Clairyssa to feel that it was a safe place for her as well.
I think that what Clairyssa has developed with Aunt Kim and how it's really brought the family together to have this this connection with her and this time in her life when she could be in her home was wonderful. Kim brought in such stability for her, really very consistent with her, and it was not hard at all to see that their bond was really blooming and growing, and this was a safe place for her.
Renee was mandated to seek therapy. Part of the process for her was to understand how her childhood experiences have affected her life.
It was rainy and the weather was really, really bad. I was having a really bad day. My umbrella broke. I was soaked. My feet were soaked, socks. It was just cold and miserable. I didn't want to be there. And right when I stepped in HopeSparks, it was very welcoming and inviting. It was really embarrassing, this already being in a dependency case, coming into a building looking like that. They helped me. They brought me into the Hope's closet, gave me some new shoes and a new umbrella and a coat.
When I met her and brought her back in the room, she was very, very guarded. Didn't want to talk about her history. Matter of fact, that was the one thing she said to me is, we do not go back to my childhood. We do not talk about my childhood. I'm here because I'm trying to get my children back. One of the things that I felt was pretty profound with Renee is when we're children, when we're born, from infancy on, attachment is so incredibly important. the attachment bonds we form with our mothers, with our fathers, with the people in our lives that matter. I don't believe that Renee had really strong, safe, secure attachments.
I went home that day thinking to myself, well, that wasn't so bad. She gave me some homework that she knew that would be beneficial for my needs and my future, for my children and myself. I'm forever so grateful for being forced to go through therapy. I learned a lot. I learned that I am okay and I will be okay with the skin, and that I am a good mom.
Renee cares profoundly, and I believe she always has. But I believe that coming to counseling was a way for her to know that she was also cared for. And that was beautiful.
When Clairyssa was unified back with her mother, I was really impressed with how her mother, after 9 months, did everything that she needed to do to get Clairyssa back into her home.
I am a better person. Everything that I had endured, it makes sense to me now. I'm not angry. I'm upset that the choices that I made, but I understand things a lot clearer now, because I understand how learned behavior and how everything works now. It's breaking the generational cycle of making bad choices and putting your children in risky situations. It's really powerful when you have walked both sides of that, and you can look back and feel empowered to know that it's harder to keep doing what's right, and it's just easier to give up. And I'm still doing what's right, and I will not give up.